Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of my YouTube channel. This week, I wanted to give a little market update about what's going on nationwide and specifically here in the Dayton region. Got some big news today. The Fed announced that they are not raising rates on interest this year, and instead they're going to keep them where they are, and they are forecasting 3 rate cuts going into next year for 2024. So that's good news overall for inflation, for prices, for interest rates, all that. That's good news. The housing market is not direct, as I mentioned before, the housing market is not directly tied to interest rates. We're more concerned with the 10-year treasury bonds when it comes to interest rates, but everything is still connected in some way and it all goes hand in hand. So this is very good news overall for the market, and I think it'll be good for real estate as well. It should also open up some opportunities for folks to have some more money in their pocket, to not have to take out such high interest loans in other areas, and it will help out mortgages then down the road. So what does this mean then? You can hopefully expect mortgage rates to go down. Just some of the lenders that I've spoken to over the past couple months are kind of saying the same thing. They're seeing the same thing. Rates should go down next year. Won't see the 2s and 3s again like we saw during COVID when interest rates were at 0%, but you can expect to kind of go back into the 5 range, maybe a little bit more reasonable area, which opens up a lot more purchasing power for folks. You would be surprised what a 2% change in mortgage rates can really do for the final monthly payment on a house. So that'll be very helpful for some folks. But of course, with that, you'll see some more bidding as well, some more active buyers in the market, more competition. So just be prepared for that. Be prepared to make more seller-friendly offers rather than buyer-friendly offers. Right now, the buyers have a little bit more control, but this will help open up things for sellers as well. So if you're thinking of selling, start preparing for next year. Now, that said, what's going on here in Dayton? Prices are kind of holding pretty steady right now. In some other areas of the nation, we're seeing some more dramatic changes, but Dayton's always been a relatively affordable area in the United States, so we're not seeing a dramatic change either way, really, when it comes to prices on houses. Home sales are down compared to last year, and you can attribute that to the higher interest rates, and of course, inventory is still tight, so the tight inventory also presents some opportunities to sellers, but it helps buyers as well, though, with less buyers in the market. But with the tight inventory continuing, and the tight inventory will go into next year, you can expect to see some competition whenever a house is listed just because of the very meager inventory right now. We might see some stuff start to open up next year. Maybe some more folks decide to start listing. But for now, we're kind of where we are as far as the supply and demand goes. And I think that next year in Dayton's going to be a very similar thing. You'll see some more active buyers and a few more listings, that by and large, kind of what we're seeing now. Maybe some home sales will uptick, but kind of just a holding pattern. No dramatic changes really from what we've seen recently. I hope this is helpful. Start preparing for next year. Reach out to me if you're ready to start your business plan. I'll talk to you next week.